Hey guys, this is Assist with 40, and as you can see right now, we have a backstage brawl match. You know, this game's been pretty good so far. I can honestly tell you, ever since I got it early before everybody else, I've been having a blast. But of course, when people started playing the game, because it was just released on the 14th, and when people were playing the game, this is where I shine, you know, the most as far as creating characters and stuff. And a lot of you guys in the community, you'll make your created characters, male or female, and the face images and the space scan images that they come up with. There'll be some doggone good ones, especially the women. So everybody's kind of, picking these nice looking female women, online. They have these face scan things that they put on there. Y'all know how it is. They said they have the scans of all the female faces and stuff, celebrity females, or just, random, female. And that's how I'm able to make my characters look pretty decent too, because of everyone else, getting them online. So because I really don't have that luxury of doing that all the time, really, to just go there and fish out female scans, with their facial scans, and then they put them out there for people to pick, out and stuff, and then they put them there to share with everybody else. Basically, overall, this game is, I know some people say it's the same. They're always criticizing stuff, just like with Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I'll get to that in another, video, and stuff. I've been enjoying Assassin's Creed Shadows, so, but this is all about the WWE right now. I'll get to that at another time, and I have a lot to talk about with that. So it is what it is. But this has been really fun. I've had a good time with it. The times that I've had the opportunity to play it. Of course, you can see I've created a lot of characters in my time. I even brought back one. Then hopefully I'll put her. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I put her in a lot of the games in the past. So, and I even had her in the community, and you guys know who I'm talking about. I think y'all know who I'm talking about, and just in case y'all don't, the name is Babyface Diaz. Yes, that's right. I am the person, for those who don't know, I am the person who made Babyface Diaz a long time ago. Now, unfortunately, I seem to always change her up because of, because they keep doing different things to the Street Profits, the Street Profits theme. Obviously, that's where I got it from, where she was doing all the dances and stuff like Montez Ford. But because Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, they started doing all of this, they were kind of like heels with Bobby Lashley and stuff. Of course, we all know Bobby Lashley left the WWE. So the Street Profits just, they got kind of, I don't know, left out of that whole scenario there with the, how they were going to continue to go, and obviously it got scrubbed, it just got written off, I guess. And the next thing I knew, they were back to just doing the dances and the we want the smoke type of thing, and and they had went back to their original theme. So I'm like, okay, but that game, last year's game, there was no dancing, there was no, it was just them coming out and different things in suits and stuff, but they never really put that in the game per se. um, because the hurt business was kind of like, of course, they never formed it up with, with the Street Profits. I guess they were trying to do it with the Street Profits and it never worked. Which is, it's just only right. I mean, but now, I don't know if they're heels or baby faces. Because it seemed like because nobody really gives them, a reaction. But oh man, the Spain and the European European crowd and stuff, oh man, they be bringing it. And that's a doggone shame that the European crowd and the Spanish crowd, and all the other just puts us to shame. I mean, the U.S. fan base don't do nothing but sit there on the doggone freaking phones all the time, looking at stuff, and and it's just a dead audience. I mean, what the heck? Why do you waste your time going out there if you're not gonna, participate, or not participate, but really just be there and watching the games and stuff. Now, when I go to a basketball game, and I've had the privilege to go to quite a few of them this year, at least a few, I go to it. I don't go all out like some of these people do, but at least when I go to the games, I'm into it. I mean, I think the last Piston game that I went to, that's my team. Let's just say the Oklahoma City Thunder, they were really trying to make that team win, which they end up doing it, but the Pistons almost beat them. So, I mean, the referees were calling the game so badly and different other things. I think that's the most animated that I've been in a game. Because I was into it. I mean, I wasn't all loud and stuff, but I mean, I certainly went in because the guy next to me, he was into it. All the people in the audience were saying, "The refs, you suck." Chance was, just in there. So I think that was the most that I ever got into a game and different things. But they really do. The refs really do suck. And I might put a referee in the game. I'll try to make a referee. And just beat the living daylights out of the referees, or just beat the referees in general. But because they make the game really bad and stuff. But this, but getting back to the wrestling game, it's been really good. I've been trying to open up, unlock these characters from the My Rise, and I'm glad that they put, Cole in the game, and they put not Michael Cole, but the other Cole, and it's pretty good that they've done that. So, and just all the ones that the one that's Cole right there, the one's getting beat up. So, it's just. It's about time, because it seemed to me like he was in the My Rise, storyline, the previous one. So, well, not the My Rise, but actually he was in the My GM storylines and stuff, and the different things. So it's pretty good to see him back in there. But overall, this game has been pretty good. I've been having a blast with these different modes. Of course, these backstage ones have been a lot better now. The parking lot is really nice. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff in the parking lot. It's just pure mayhem. I mean, this 8-way battle brawl, man, it's just insane how they be having this. So it's pretty good. I'm glad they put that in there. And of course, you guys know how I am with the gauntlet match. I'm going to show a couple more of these gauntlet matches. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of good fun with this game. It's just a shame that people criticize stuff so much and they forget that it's a doggone freaking game. have fun with it instead of sitting up here criticizing every doggone freaking game that comes out. Especially, like I said, Assassin's Creed Shadows. People have been criticizing that game, criticizing Yashka, and stuff just because he is a black ninja and different other things. It's just so silly, man. I absolutely had fun with it. Just that little bit that I put out there, with him and yeah, that little hip hop thing, with him fighting, the one, samurai guy that was, kind of, messing around with his brother and stuff and his family and different things. Well, I taught him a lesson for sure. I feel like with Naomi and I could have won that match with him, but he was very quick and he was moving very fast. So I said having Yasuka in there kind of really helped because he slowed him down a little bit. So it was pretty good. But the wrestling, well, I switched back and forth, and I'm actually enjoying both of the games. So I'm gonna put a lot more of these out here. I mean, as you can see, the person that I have right now, I made that created character. I always seem to make some pretty good, decent wrestlers, female wise, but now that they have the intergender match, I can kind of just, put anybody in there. And it is fun that they put that in there. I know that they're very picky with that right now, and there's certain people who don't really like it and stuff. But if you notice, in Mortal Kombat, there are people who are attacking and fighting and stuff too, so it depends on the situation. But this game is really good and it's really fun, and I've enjoyed it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this too as well. This is Assist Expert 40, saying so long until next time. Amber Akira with the win.